Okay, this is going to cover demonic attachments and people who want to give advice. I really appreciate the fact that people are trying to help me. I really do. But the the problem is that when you are typing back and forth to someone, if that person is going through a haunting like I am, a violent haunting like I am, whatever is in their house is reading what they're saying. They're reading what you're saying, they're reading what I'm saying, and they will use every bit of that information to help themselves. So you need to be really, really careful about what you say to people who are going through a demonic haunting. Now, that's first of all to protect yourself. Second of all, you cannot sprinkle holy water in your house and salt your windows and pray away a demonic haunting. It doesn't happen like that. I've been going through this for 2 years. I've had my house cleansed 3 times already, 4 times already, and it's still not over. Now, cleansings and prayer sessions might help lessen the activity, but if the thing is demonic, it's going to leave when it wants to leave. Okay, it's not just going to leave because you start saying a prayer. I sat here with a Bible in front of me and started reading from the Bible, and something growled right in my face, and it was caught on my phone. Was caught in the video. It was caught on this phone on the video, and it was caught on this phone. The audio was caught on this phone, and it was pretty frightening, and it was loud, and it was right here. It's like they were leaning over that Bible, telling me, knock it off. Um, so you need to be really careful. I appreciate that people are trying to help me. And that's what people do. I mean, most people do that. Most people see someone else that are in distress, that need help, and they might have some information that will help them, and so they want to share that information with them. The only problem is this is not a two-way conversation, okay? There's something else that's reading what you're typing and that's reading what they're typing to you, and they're going to act on that information. So you need to be very, very, very careful. When I was talking to Megan Clare from Savage Energy, we never talked on the phone. I never mentioned her name out loud, not even to my wife. I didn't say, "Hey, the next group that's coming in here is blah blah blah," is Savage Energy, and the one of the investigators' name is Megan Clare. I never said that. All we did was type to one another. And then I sat down and I did an EVP session. I said, "What's the name of the group that's coming out here in a couple of months?" And they said the name of the group. And then they said Megan's name. So that blew me away. That told me, under no uncertain terms, that they were reading what I was typing. I've had 2 other moderators that had to block me, not because they thought I was a jerk, but because they were trying to protect themselves, because they were advising me. And then things started happening around their homes, and it scared the hell out of them, or maybe the hell into them. And they thought the best course of action was just to completely cut off contact with me. And they did. And that was unfortunate because I liked having their advice. I've got another moderator right now, um, who helps me manage a Facebook group that follows Jason Hawes and Ghost Hunters, the Atlantic Paranormal Society, that television show. Um, and she's told me, hey, things are starting to happen to her, and it's really freaking her out. And so, as far as she is concerned, I'm going to try to keep what's being discussed in our moderators group, away from her, because I think that's the only way to help her, because they're leaning over my shoulder, and you know what I mean? They're watching my screen, and they know what I'm saying, and they know what people are saying to me, and they're acting on that. And that is absolutely proven. That is not paranoia. That is not, some weird mental illness disease that I have coming out. These are other individuals all over the country, all over the world, even, that are saying, hey, things are starting to happen in my home since I've been talking to you about this. So I think we should stop talking about it. Demonic attachments aren't just going to leave. You can't have a priest come in and go, hold his cross and bless the house, and the demonic attachment is going to, go off with thundering applause. It's not going to happen like that. It's going to leave when it's ready to leave and not a second sooner. Now, having people come in, my house has been cleansed a lot, 3 or 4 times, and it has lessened the activity, but it hasn't completely gotten rid of it. It very slowly, very gradually starts building up and it starts coming back. And you can bet your butt right now it's in this room listening to what I'm saying. And if it gets any information off of that that can help it later on, it's going to use it. So you need to be real careful about what you type. You need to be real careful about what you say. And don't think that if you give people advice to sprinkle salt and put crystals and burn sage, that that's going to get rid of their haunting. Because if that might get rid of a human spirit haunting, but if the haunting is demonic, you're going to get them and you in a lot of trouble. I'll talk to you later.